So, Nathan,
Yes.
how'd you like this week's The Walking Dead?
It was great, I think. Maybe. It was all right.
You sound like you didn't maybe get around to watching it.
Yeah, okay, I didn't. You got me. I don't know. It got away from me. The nights got away from me, I suppose. What can I say? I'll get there. I'll catch up.
Yeah, we've all heard that one before. So,
Find me.
Walking Dead. Okay. So yeah, we have the time jump now. We have the proper introduction into the time jump. We have.
Is it confirmed that Judith was using Rick's gun? His giant gun.
She holds. I don't know if it was at that point in time, but later in the episode, she does have it and she's holding it.
And she shoots it from that far away with that accuracy with that gun.
I don't know. I don't think she ever actually fired it in the episode.
She killed those walkers at the end of the last episode, obviously the one I've seen. Remember?
Yeah,
the people are surrounded, and
still don't know if that was actually Rick's gun.
Oh, okay.
I just know that she was holding it in this episode.
Okay.
Not at that scene necessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got Judith Holder. It pretty much starts right there where we have these people, being ambushed by walkers. They get saved, and then Judith basically makes the group. Number one, okay, I understand, like, she's Rick's daughter, but, like, she's got way too much say because she basically, the group is deciding what they should do. Like, the group from Alexandria, because there's more Alexandrians out there with her that help these people. One of their team got injured, so they kind of need help, and they're kind of going back and forth. Oh, Aaron now has a prosthetic arm. He's got like a metal arm.
Does he have the kid?
Yeah, he does. Like, she's the one that gets to, like, have the final. Oh, she basically says, like, well, if they're not going back, I'm not going back, and just kind of doing like one of these annoying, like, kid.
But she's a little kid.
I know. But there's, okay, well, I guess I gotta do what you say because you're a little kid. It's just, I hate it when adults, like, get told and, like...
By a kid.
Like,
yeah.
That's not how it...
Except for when that kid beat that guy up who was trying to take his water. That was cool. But that's a different thing. But I know what you mean.
Right. So, they bring him back to Alexandria, and... they're, like, going to hold a vote. Michonne, of course, is not happy about it. Like, she makes it... They have, like, a council meeting in the church. I want to say you have Gabriel on the council. You have Michonne. You have... I'm trying to think, but...
Isn't Maggie not in the episode?
Yeah, Meg's not in the episode.
What happened to her? Did they deal with that?
No explanation. But they didn't show... this only took place in Alexandria. Yeah, no Hilltop. Kingdom, actually.
So Carol wasn't in there with her long hair?
Carol was in there,
okay.
Yes. So Kingdom and Alexandria. So they're trying to decide what to do with them, and... Oh, yeah, that doctor... I still don't know his name, but the doctor's on the council too, and they have them tell them their stories. Like, one guy was a music teacher, and he just kind of, by luck, has made it that far. Two of the people are, and I want to say, there's a black woman who is deaf. And so she's signing to someone else who can sign. And I think that's another black woman. I only say I think because they're kind of... It's hard for me to identify what gender they are. Let me just say that.
Oh.
And I don't know if they're going for a social statement here, but... My wife and I couldn't agree. I think it's a girl. At one point, my wife thought it was a boy, like an older teen. But they mentioned that they were in high school when the apocalypse happened, and we're like 8 years beyond Beyond, and by the way, I thought about that. If this was a 6-year jump, then we've basically caught up to 2018 now in the show.
Oh yeah,
because it happened in 2010.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. And this other person signs for the one who's actually is deaf. So there was a lot of subtitles when they were signing together, and that was somewhat annoying. I hope that they don't become regular characters, just because I don't want to read subtitles. For a good chunk of the episode, I just don't. I think they just say kind of normal stuff too, and the main girl says, I don't know any of these people's names because they're brand new. The main girl says that she worked at a truck stop as a waitress, and Michonne calls her out in the middle of the council and tells her to give her the knife that she has on her, because they're not supposed to have any weapons. And she takes off her belt, and her belt buckle doubles as a hidden blade. And I think the reason why she told her, because she's got tattoos all over her, and she noticed a tattoo on her arm that basically meant you were in prison. At one point, it was kind of like an X with a dot in the middle or something like that, and then she's like the 4 points of the X represent the 4 walls of a prison, and the dot in the center is you. And then at the end of the episode, we see Michonne take her shirt off from the back, and she's got a mark on her back, like she was in prison at one point. Yeah, Michonne's been in the show for a long time, so it's interesting to find out more about her backstory. So long story short, I think they get them supplies and send them on their way. In the meantime, we have Rosita and Eugene kind of doing their own thing. Eugene kills walkers now.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's not afraid. I don't know why they were doing this, but at one point he had to climb a water tower I guess he was maybe setting some kind of equipment up, and he sees a herd coming, so he needs to get down. He can't get down fast enough, so what does he do? He's trying to get down, and he kicks the ladder out from underneath him, so he jumps probably about 10 feet and does something to his knee. So that's where that scene comes from, where we see a couple of people cover themselves in mud, and that was Eugene.
You hear the walker talk.
Yeah, I guess these are the whisperers.
Yeah.
Now they're just walkers that can actually talk. And Aaron, I think, did see them towards the end of the episode congregating.
Yeah, it's so weird
in a field, which I'm really interested to see where they. I think they were saying other things. The only thing is the dialogue. I hope they don't overdo it, because they're going where are they?
Yeah.
Make sure they don't get away. It's full sentences.
Yeah.
Why can't you just do words?
Yeah.
Get them. Over there. Just things like that.
Hopefully it doesn't go over the top.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. I don't want them to be having town hall debates or anything about how they're gonna eat you. We don't need that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I think in the kingdom... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Carol's plot in this... Oh, man.
Bad?
I got to take you through it. So, Carol's got to take some supplies to, I think, Hilltop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Hilltop. So she takes along the boy, who's a bit older now.
Right.
I forget his name.
Me too.
William, something like that. I don't know. But he's basically become adopted by them.
Yeah.
They are married now.
Okay.
Ezekiel and
finally
Carol
got her to say yes.
Yes. And so they're going on a mission. Just Carol and their son. And they're taking a horse and buggy to over there, and they get ambushed by the Saviors, led by that same guy. The same guy who in the last 2 episodes has been like, who fell for like Carol's sneak attacks.
Okay.
Okay, so he's leading like a rogue group of Saviors around, and they're just like scavenging and stuff. So, because she has the ring on and everything. So they steal the supplies, and he says that he will let her go if he gives her the ring, and that she has on. But like the kid steps in, he tries to stop him, and he nearly gets himself killed. And Carol's just like, go ahead, take it. She lets him live, and I think he said that like he owed her for something. Like, did she do something? Did she like spare his life? Yeah. He said, "You spared my life, so I guess this makes us even." So here's what happens later. So they basically, they don't have their horses. They don't have any transportation. So they just make camp somewhere. In the middle of the night, Carol tracks them down. She finds them. She douses them in gasoline, waits until that one guy wakes up, and lights them all on fire and burns them to death. Yeah, the whole scene with like her protecting the boy, like you're thinking like, okay, well, she's gone soft. No, if anything, she's more hardened than before. Like, and I think right before she lights it on fire, she says to the guy like, oh, he's like, "You not do this. You will never see us again, I promise." And she was just like, I didn't care so much about the ring as I cared about like this. The supplies, I have friends that are relying on these supplies. And she must not have told the kid that she was going to do this, because later on he notices that she's wearing the ring, and like Carol sees him looking at the ring on her finger, like knowing like, well, the dude took it. How do you have it back? And there's just nothing said between them. And wow. I thought that was excellent. And then eventually, they meet up with Daryl. I think so. Yeah, I think what she was doing was, because I was like, they're taking a detour, because it kept saying like, the kid kept saying, "This isn't the way to the hilltop," and she was like, just wait, just be patient. I guess she's giving Daryl, who now lives by himself as like a nomad or something, getting him some supplies.
Sounds like Super Carol.
Yeah, she's awesome. Other than that, like, that was definitely the highlight of the episode. Other than that, though, it was kind of a boring episode. I really felt like this was just set up for later things. The new characters are
bland,
kind of annoying. Like,
they always are.
The music teacher guy, like, he just does this all the time, and he's like a mouth breather too. Like, I don't know what they're doing. It feels like anytime they bring in new characters, like, they don't know how to make interesting characters beyond the characters they already have.
Yeah.
That being said, I would have to give it 4 half moons.
All right, I'll give it nothing yet because I haven't seen it.
Right. Get on that. It's your homework.